Well, hello. You're a glutton for punishment, aren't you? Have you tuned in again for another exciting day in my life? Oh, it is so exciting. So anyway, at least it's sunny. It's sunny today. It's not been too bad weather-wise. We've had a bit of sun and rain, hail. We've had quite a lot of hail this week, unusually, and it has been pretty cold. There was frost on the ground this morning. It made picking up the poos a bit easier because when they're frozen, it's easier to pick them up and they don't sort of stick to the lawn. Anyway, I've been up a while, had a shower, fed the dogs, went back to bed for a little, well, I didn't sleep, but went on interweb, you know. And now I think I'm going to have some breakfast. I've got bread to eat up. Oh, really hurts my hand, my arm holding this. So anyway, I've got an Ocado delivery due this morning. I've got an Amazon delivery, a replacement for something that arrived broken. So I'll open that on camera. Hopefully the replacement won't be broken. And then today it's just generally doing some more sorting out. My bedroom, you know, is a lot better than it was. It still needs a bit more sorting. So I need to, I'll do that probably later today. I think today I'm going to concentrate on finishing tidying up downstairs. And with any luck this afternoon, as long as I get downstairs tidy, I can film a video for my vacuum cleaner channel. Right, oh, it's about 25 to 9 now. So hopefully the dogs will be behaving themselves. Yes. Oh, there's Daisy. Hello. She's peed on that bed. That's going to need washing. Oh, sorry for disturbing Moles. Molly was full of beans this morning. She has off days and good days. Oh, I must put the cushion covers back. This needs vacuuming, of course. Well, everything. It all needs doing. Focus. That's the cleaner I want to make a video of today. For tomorrow, to upload tomorrow. And that's for sale. Nobody's buying it. I've offered it for less. That's just a newer, well, I got that earlier. What did I get it? No, I got it last week. Anyway, I've made a video of that Hoover Aquajet. Oh, and yes, these need selling. So that's still where they were yesterday. The living room, it looks a mess, but it's 20 minutes tops to restore it. That's all. That's all, Molly. Isn't it, Daisy? Oh, I can put the cover back on there now. And kitchen again, you know, 20 minutes. There's stuff that needs putting away and, you know, it's not too bad. It looks terrible, but it's going to be a quick job to tidy. So that's it, I think. I'll just have some of my homemade bread. I don't want to waste that, so I'm going to have some of that, cup of coffee, and put some music on and get cracking. This floor is absolutely filthy. You can't really see how filthy it is. You can see how filthy my Crocs are, just going outside to pick up dog poo. So I'll be using my fork to clean the floors. In fact, I might quickly clean the hall floor before I do anything else, because with Ocado coming, I don't want them seeing a dirty floor. So yeah, it's quite superfluous mess, honestly. So I am determined to clear this up this morning. So I will show you. Here it is now. Looks a bit dark in the living room, doesn't it? So this is the living room as it stands now, and this is the kitchen. So the next time you see these two rooms, they should look a lot cleaner and tidier. Well, that's half of the kitchen all clean and tidy and smelling of Astonish linen fresh. What a fresh linen-y smell permeating the air. I've also put some, if you want a tip, and if you don't mind all the chemical toxic overload, you know, you can soak your dishcloths with a bit of Astonish or Zoflora disinfectant. But to make the room smell nice, what you do while you're soaking, make sure it's soaked in very hot water. Okay, the hottest you can have in your tap. So you put your Astonish or Zoflora into the hot water, obviously, fill it up, put your dishcloths in there, and then the steam from that water fragrances the whole room. It smells like I've been doing washing all day. It's lovely. Anyway, just in time for me finishing this half of the kitchen, my Ocado delivery has arrived. So let's bring it in. I'm going to whiz through this one pretty quickly because I've done quite a few Ocado shopping hauls on my channel, so I'm just going to show you the item, and also the price will come up on screen. So this is what it cost me, these items, on the 18th of April 2024. I'll only show you one of these, but I bought 4 packs of 4. I thought I only bought 3, but I bought 4 packs of 4 sparkling mountain water from Scotland. Let's start with these. I always get these, well, often buy them, McCain jackets 4 times per pack. I'm sure these were on a 3 for offer. There was a 3 for offer on selected frozen. I can't remember what the third thing was. So they're to go in the freezer. Put those to one side. I think it was a 3 for offer on McCain, perhaps. This was crispy sweet potato fries, not many. That's a 500 gram bag, so you know that could be a single portion if you're very hungry, but I think I'll get 3 or 4 portions out of that personally. Pre-prepared potatoes, carrots, cabbage and broccoli, and that contains 2 portions, but 1 portion for a normal person. And I think this was on a multi-buy offer, a multi-buy curry night offer. So we have 4 vegetable samosas. Got some Just Add egg mayonnaise deli filler. Now some of these ready meals will be going in the freezer because you can freeze them if they've got the freezer symbol on. And these are on 3 for £9. So we've got M&S macaroni cheese. Oh, another M&S macaroni cheese. And, oh well, this isn't part of the 3 for offer. A cauliflower cheese, pre-prepared. I'm not sure if I can freeze that one. Oh yes, I've just checked the back of the packet. I can freeze it, so I will be freezing that. And then I've got a pre-prepared salad, sweet and crunchy salad. Next, that's a Tassimo refill, Cafe au lait 16. I'm sure that was on a 2 or 3 for offer. I'll have to check. I do have more of those coming up. Then we've got some Clarence Court Old Cotswold leg bar eggs. with a bluey tinge. Tilda white and brown. I did get some substitutions. One of them is a Tilda rice. Also I got substituted for 2 ready meals. I wanted 2 veggie curries and got veggie casserole with dumplings, which I've had before but I've gone off them. So I rejected those 2 and the driver took them back. Here's the other Tassimo. It must have been a 3 for offer on the Tassimo because I have got 3. These are skinny ones, so I think they're reduced sugar, possibly reduced fat as well. They taste no different to the regular ones. So it was a 3 for offer on Tassimo. These will be going in the freezer until I need them. These are panini rolls, Marks and Spencer brand. Another Tilda rice. That might have been a sub. But rice is rice, I'm not too bothered. Oh. Right, that's partly open. I think it'll be alright. It was folded over and there's no evidence that any of the contents spilt out. So I'll risk that. That's a Wright's ginger cake mix. I've had that before. Very nice. Makes a very nice loaf, ginger loaf. I've got some Atora vegetable suet to make an 80s style microwave suet pudding, which I'll be hopefully cooking on my channel at some point, because when we first got a microwave in the 80s we did a lot of sponge puddings because it was a novelty then, and you could just whisk up a sponge pudding in a few minutes. Right, so what's in here? Segregated from all the other shopping. Oh, it's dog stuff. These were on offer. These were three for £3, so they were on offer at £1 each. So these are dog treats. These are chicken and liver tasty bones, fish fingers and chips. Whoops, and a low fat one, turkey and rice meaty bites. Next up, got some fridge things. So we've got a plant kitchen, so that'll be vegan. Tikka masala curry. That's quite a mild curry. If you don't like anything hot, it's very mild. We have a veggie pasta bake, freezer symbol, so that's going to be put in the freezer. And that must be the third of the 3 for £9 ready meals. Tomato, mozzarella and pesto pasta bake, again M&S brand. And this, I went off this and stopped getting it, but I had one in the freezer and I was hungry, so I thought I'll have it. It's a little hot for me. I don't like them too hot, but it does say it's mild, but for me it was a bit hot. But I did enjoy it because I hadn't had it for a while, and I have it with quite a bit of cottage cheese on the side, and that takes away the heat. So I'd recommend, if you've got a hot curry, pardon me, put some cottage cheese on the side and, you know, have a little bit of cottage cheese with it, and it takes away the fire. But that would be considered mild, I think, to most people. It's a little bit spicy for me. I get this often. Again, it goes in the freezer. That's a good thing to add to a Sunday dinner. Cheese and onion pie. Final bag. And these are frozen. So this is Plant Kitchen vegan burgers. So they're quite nice. I've had those before. Then good old Linda McCartney, still making products from the grave. 2 vegetarian country pies. I tend to always buy these when I do a shop. I've got corn sausage patties. A small-ish pizza, you know, one person could eat that with a salad for a meal. That's stone-baked classic margarita. Then these were on a 2 for offer. Kirsty's, I've had these before. Very nice apple pie. You can have them cold or heat them up. The last time I had these, I heated them up and I liked it, but I had it with cold custard. You could have it heated up with ice cream as well, a bit of vanilla ice cream. They also do, this was a 2 for offer. I could have also got carrot cake. Although it's nice, I prefer this apple, so I just bought 2 of the apple pies. Then we've got some onion barges. They're not frozen, but they are freezable, so I will freeze those. 2 packs of softer butter. I get this spreadable butter because it is just butter. It doesn't have seed oil. Most spreadable butters has rapeseed or sunflower, some sort of seed oil mixed in with them. And from what I've seen, it's probably best to avoid seed oils as much as you can, although there will be seed oils in a lot of the stuff I've shown you. So all this has in it, I think, yes, butter, salt. So that's it. The only thing with these is they are fairly hard for spreadable, so I would leave it out maybe 20 minutes before you need it. But those 2 are going in the freezer because you can freeze them. And finally, because it was on offer, but it's still £6, I think it's 7 servings of fresh root ginger shots, which are good if you've got sore throat, if you feel a cold coming on. Very warming. It's just, I really like ginger and I like these shots. You can just drink it neat as a shot or mix it with water, either still or fizzy. So that's the end of my Ocado delivery. I'm just going to check everything's here according to my receipt, put everything away and then carry on with the cleaning. Well folks, it's a bit later in the day. It's 4:05 and it's been raining. The sun didn't last, typical. I've decided to make that ginger cake, the one that was open, the packet was open. I've put a claim in with Ocado for a refund, but at least if I get food poisoning it won't have cost me anything, so it's a win-win for me. Again, I got waylaid. Instead of tidying up the other half of the kitchen, I started editing videos from earlier in the week, and then I got obsessed with well, not obsessed, but I wanted to get a little bit of footage sort of superimposed, added. I wanted to add a little thing to you know, what I was talking about, just so I could demonstrate what I was talking about. Instead of just saying it, I wanted to put the thing in that I was talking about. You'll know when you see the video. Also, kitchen floor muddied up already. I don't know why I bother. I've also unboxed this Lily's Kitchen order that was delivered a few days ago. I only ever buy from Lily's Kitchen when they have a 25% discount, which is quite often. The previous discount I bought some dry food for them, but I noticed they were running low on tins. In fact, they only had about 8 to 10 tins, which for me is running low. So I've got them. What have I got them? I've got them Lean Machine, proper food for dogs. I don't know what flavour it is. And then I've got them 12 fishy pies, and then 12, I think these are senior recipe, because they are, bless them, senior dogs now. And also I've got this recovery recipe for when Daisy has a bit of an upset stomach, or, you know, she has one of her moments, you know, she has off days, then they just get this for the next few days. Obviously a whole tin, this gets mixed with dry food, so they don't get a lot of the wet. It just, you know, maybe a tablespoon or a bit more than that mixed in with the dry, and that's what they have twice a day. So I've got to find somewhere to put these. Mark and I go halves on the dog food. Obviously the dogs, we go halves on everything, veterinary and the food, etc., and we don't begrudge a penny of it. Do you know what? I absolutely hate tripods, but I need to use a tripod for my filming. But because I do a lot of different angles, especially really, well, I do on this channel, but on my other channel, I'm always adjusting the height of the tripod, moving it all around, and it's just such a faff. But it has to be done. You know, I think videos are boring if you just put the camera in one position and then just leave it there and don't, you know, focus in, don't get closer to what you're showing, or don't show different shots. I think you need to move about, you know, like this, waving a poo bag. Ooh, like a poo bag. So, but oh, it's and so I want to swear, it's so annoying, and the camera's plugged in most of the time. When I'm moving about, it's on battery, but the battery was low, so it's plugged in. So I get my legs wrapped around the cord of that, and I just, oh, the air turns blue, I can assure you. I swear like a trooper, like a super trooper. But not on this channel. I try to keep the effing words and the C words and all those naughty words we shouldn't be saying. I try and don't say them. So I'm going to get the kitchen tidy today, and I'm not going to be filming. I've got to make at least one video for my other channel tomorrow. I've got to. But I've also got to tidy up. I'm going to end this video shortly because I've got a lot to do. You can see how I'm fixed. But I'm hoping to start tomorrow's video showing you a clean and tidy downstairs. Now obviously I've done half the kitchen, although it's got messy again with my cake making, and I'll be making my dinner soon. But I'll tidy all that up before bed. I'm going to tidy this side up and wash this side of the floor, although it's going to need doing again, obviously, with Molly and Daisy. I don't know why Daisy doesn't seem to bring mud in, but Molly does. I don't know where it goes with Daisy. It must absorb into her. But I will, before I end the video, I'm going to unbox the thing that's coming from Amazon because I want to show you it, and I want to unbox it on camera to see if it's going to be broken. So fingers crossed it won't be broken, because it's I did like it. The initial one I opened, I thought, oh, that's different, that's unusual. But when I noticed the broken part, I thought, beep. Oh dear, I thought, I'm not having that. So I didn't. It's gone back. And the replacement arrives today, sometime. So, the next thing you'll see is me opening the replacement, and then it'll be goodbye for me for today's vlog. But please tune in, same time, same place tomorrow, where you'll see what I got up to on Friday. Right folks, it's arrived. Fingers crossed this replacement has arrived intact, because I don't want to have to send another one back. What could it be? I'm going to be careful opening the box in case I have to reseal it. Well, the packaging, not very good, is it? Really? Anyway, I don't think I've got the one back that I sent, because I put extra packaging in it. Yes, look, it's Playmobil. Sort of. I didn't know anything about these until a couple of days ago when I was browsing Amazon, and they popped up. This is just one of several you can get. They're authorised by Playmobil. They are Playmobil figures, but they're not to play with. It's an ornament. This one was quite cheap compared to some. Some cost up to £150 each. I think this was, I don't know, less than 30, so I thought, well, I'll get it. And it's based, I think this one is supposed to be a horse rider. You can see there's a riding crop, a riding hat with a peak. That's what was broken on the one I got a couple of days ago, and there's a bucket. It's Plaztoy, I think, the company. Plaztoy SES. I think they're made in France. Oh no, sorry, they're made in China, but it's a French company. But it's made under license. Right, okay, oh, fingers crossed, it's going to be okay. I've also got another one on the way that I bought from eBay, which is based on a Playmobil nurse. I think I only paid about $25 for that one. Right, is it going to be sealed up? I had a bit of trouble with the other one. And yes, I'm probably going to have similar trouble with this. So I'll struggle with this off camera. I've got to get this polystyrene out of the box. Right, please, please, please let this one be okay. Right, I think it is. We'll take out this part first. Oh. It's got Collect Toys Playmobil 2017. I don't like the way these are packed. They're not very, they just seem to be thrown in. Right, well the hat is okay. So delicate. They are not a toy. Right, and it's quite a weight to it. I don't think. Oh, bit of polystyrene. I can't. You just want to be able to move the head and arms, but then don't move. Now I think this one. I'm not going to risk it now, but you can get a horse that this sits on, and you can bend the legs of this one. But I'm not going to attempt it at the moment. Well, seems okay. Just looking. I think this is a man, judging by the. I'd say that's a man, isn't it? But I haven't got a Playmobil person to hand to show you. But a normal Playmobil person will probably be about there. So it's big. So they're designed as ornaments, and there's many different ones. I think they're all based on classic early Playmobil figures. So there's cavalry, there's the nurse, there's policeman, there's an Indian, there's a builder, there's a pirate. Oh, I've got a ping on my phone. That hardly ever happens. So yeah, they're all, I don't know, there may be, I think I've seen at least 10, but there may be more. I haven't really found how many there's supposed to be. Apparently there's a company before this company that produced similar ones. But yeah, it's just something to have as an ornament. So there's a hole in one of the feet, so you can put them on the stand. Early Playmobil figures did have a stand. I remember my ones that I got when I was a kid. They had a little plastic stand. But they still stand up without a plastic stand. You stand there and we'll have a look at your crop, your riding crop. And hope that's survived intact. Yes, that's the riding crop, and I think it's supposed to hold it. I don't know where. I'm not sure how. Ah, right. Just noticed there are 2 holes. So you stick the crop carefully, though. Not fully in. All this polystyrene's getting everywhere. Right, so there's a riding crop, and then there's a bucket. Let's hope the bucket's okay. We don't want to kick the bucket. All seems like they're thrown in. I bet loads get broken. Right. There's the bucket, and then the handle is separate. Yeah, it just feels so fragile somehow. I'm just scared to go. Oh, how on earth? Oh, there is a bit of give in that, but oh. I wonder if that's Mark. I haven't heard from Mark since he went. Really? Oh dear. Well, it must stretch. All right, hang on. I'll just have to move it closer. Shit! I mean, there was no way of getting the handle on the bucket without, you know, easing it apart. And I don't know what this is made of. It said it's resin, but it's... I don't think it would even fit on this bucket, to be honest. Oh, am I going to have to send another one back and then risk the other one being... But I don't think that would ever fit on. It's just the way it's designed. I mean, even if I was to glue that... Oh, I'm going to have to send this one back. I know I've broken it, but there was... I cannot see any way that would have fitted. I think it's not big enough. I mean, if this bucket, if there was actual holes, I'm fuming. Oh dear, I think it's not meant to be. And they might not have any more. They didn't have many. Oh dear me. Right. Well, I can't return it. Well, I can return it and get my money back, but I can't return it for a replacement because that option's not available anymore. So what do I do? Do I keep it? Ah, I'm absolutely fuming. There's no way, I cannot see any way at all that this handle would actually fit. Oh, it's a Chinese. They don't care, do they? There is no way. I mean, it's not even the right shape. Even if I was to glue this. Right. I cannot see. Look. Can you see? I can't see how that's going to fit. No, there is no way that would fit. That would fit without. I mean, you'd think they'd make it so it was flexible. I can't believe that. I'm sending it back for my money back. I think let's just put it down to a. You know, there's no point for me in having a collectible if part of it is broken, and even if I got one from somewhere else for a reasonable price, I certainly wouldn't attempt to fit the handle. I wonder if anyone else has had that problem. It's just not, it would not stretch, it would not fit that bucket. Oh, hell. How much did I pay for that? I mean, that, you know, it's a nice thing, but that is just ridiculous. I think I'll just get my money back. I'll just send it back. Let's see how much I paid for it. Right, I've checked and it cost me $35.58, which is cheap for one of these. I mean, I got it because it was cheap. I mean, it's not one I would choose. There are some that I would like to have. I'd like the cavalry character because I did have a cavalry superset. The nurse that's arriving hopefully will be okay. I did have a doctors and nurses or a hospital superset, I remember, in the 70s. I also had a cowboy and Indian superset. So really, and also I think I had knights, and I had a sort of Robin Hood type. You can get this in Robin Hood. You can get a knight, which is very attractive because it's got the shiny helmet and a shiny breastplate. That looks good. So really, if I was choosing, I'd like a cowboy, the sheriff, an Indian, the nurse, a knight, and the Robin Hood. And if they did it, but they don't, I'd have liked the housekeeper, which I've got in real Playmobil, which was just a lady with a little stick vacuum. That would be fantastic. In fact, if I could only choose one, that would be the one I'd go for. I don't know. I mean, I got it cheap, but, you know, the value is completely down the Swanee because of this. The handle, there's no way. I mean, I don't know if that... if those had been complete holes, you could have pushed it in. But even if they were, I cannot see. I'm going to go online and see if anyone else has said the same thing. I'm just trying to line up the break. It's a clean break. It just snapped, as you saw. No, there's absolutely no way that would fit. Absolutely no way. Right, well, on that annoying note, I mean, really, I don't know. I'll sleep on it and decide if this little person is going to go back to Amazon and probably end up in landfill, or do I keep it? I mean, I did break it myself. I know it wasn't broken when I opened it, but how on earth are you supposed to get the handle on the bucket? So for me and him, it's goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.